Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hope you all are fine, and today we will start our lesson number 1. And this is not a Quran book. Okay, this is not a Quran book. This is called Qaida book. Okay, we arrange or compose this book for you for the beginners. Okay, so after when you complete your Qaida book, so inshallah you can read Quran Pak very perfectly without any teacher, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, so this is our lesson number 1, and we are now starting lesson number 1, which called the alphabets. Okay, so as you know that in English language we have some letters like A, B, C. So same as it is, we have some letters in Arabic language also. So these letters are here we have in the bottom of this lesson, all the letters called Arabic language. And inshallah ta'ala, in this lesson we will cover the names. We will learn what is the name of these letters, and what is the shape of these letters, and what is the identifications of these letters, and what is the sound also. And in the last, inshallah, we will learn some letters which we will call bold letters, and we have some letters which we will call light letters. So inshallah, in this lesson we will cover those letters also. So before we start, please read after me the ta'awuz and tasmiyah. Okay, the ta'awuz is a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, and the tasmiyah is bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Okay, these two lines always whenever you start your Quran Pak or your lesson or your Qaida book, so you should read these two lines. Okay, and later inshallah I will give you the translations of these two lines. Okay, these both lines are the Arabic lines. So read with me. A'udhu billahi minash shaytanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Again, bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Okay, so friends, today we are starting with the letters name and their identifications. Okay, so our first letter, which look like a one sliding line, so that letter called alif. Always keep in your mind that whenever you see if there is any letter which look like a one straight line, or we will call which look like a one in number, so we will call this is alif in Arabic language. Got it? So read this 5 times. Okay, alif. Okay, now we are going to the next. So here we have next letter, and this letter name is ba. Okay, got it? We have second letter which called ba. In English, if we want to write this letter in English, so we are write the spelling of this letter is B-A. As you can see in the bottom of this letter, there is B-A. This is the spelling if we want to write this letter in English language. Okay, B-A. The letter name is ba. Okay, now stop the video and read this letter 5 times and then continue. And here we have one identification also of this letter. Okay, this is very important for you to remember that letter name. Okay, the letter name is ba, and the identification of ba is whenever you see if there is a one dot in the bottom of any letter, so we will call this is ba. This is the main tip for you, that is whenever there is a one dot in the bottom, so we will call this is ba. Okay, whenever you see, so read after me, ba. Okay, now we have a same look like the ba shape, but this letter we will call ta. Okay, again this letter we will call ta. So again stop the video and recite this letter for minimum 5 times. And now I am going to tell you the definition, the identification of this letter. So the identification of this letter is the letter ta having always two dots on the top, as you can see. Okay, there is a two dots on the top. So this is also the tip for you. Whenever you see if there is a two dots on the top, so you can say this is ta. Okay, the before letter is ba and this letter name is ta, and the next letter we have, this is tha. Okay, I am going in a fast track, and if you can't understand this, so this is the suggestion for you. See this video many times as you can. We have next letter, which name is tha. The pronunciation of this letter is touch your edge of your tongue on the top two teeth. Okay, I am repeating that, touch your edge of your tongue on the top two teeth and then try to pronounce like tha, tha. Okay, and see the spelling in English, there is a THA. Okay, this is tha. I am again repeating this because this is a little bit harder for the students, and the letter pronunciation is tha. Hope you got it. And the identification you already seen. The identification is there is a three dots on the top. Very simple and easy, and only you remember that there is a three letters we have which look like a same shape, and there is only one different, and that is the dot. Okay, we have only two ways to identify or recognize any letter, and that is the dots and the shapes. Okay, so in these three letters, because all the three letters are the same shape, so here we have only one way to recognize these letters, and that is the dots. So whenever you see if there is a one dot in the bottom, so we are say this is ba, and if there is a two dots on the top, so we call them ta, and if there is a three dot on the top, so now we read that letter tha. Okay, in the next round inshallah we will teach you about the sounds of the letter, but now only I am telling you the letter's name and the identifications. Now we have a next letter. This is the fifth letter in this lesson, and the name of this letter is Jim. I'm again repeating that, Jim, Jim. Okay, see the spellings in English, there is a J double E M, J E E M. Okay, we are pronounce them Jim. Now again stop the video and recite this letter 5 times. Go to the next letter. Now this letter is little bit harder to beginners because this letter we pronounce with very carefully. Okay, so this letter name is ha, and also we are called this letter is a throat letter. So that's mean when we are read this letter, so always we can pronounce our throat. Okay, so this pronounced like ha, ha. Okay, and the next one is ho. This letter also the throat letter, so try to pronounce with your bottom of your throat, ho. Okay, ho, ho. And also here we have last three letters which we learned, all the letters shapes are the same. Got it? So here we have three letters, all the letters having same shape. So all another time I are also saying you that we have the two ways to recognize any letter. The first one is the dots, and the another one is the shape. So because these three letters are look like same shape, so that's why we always recognize these letters with the dots. So here we have the point to memorize, that is whenever you see that kind of shape, and if you see there is a one dot in the middle, so we will call this is Jim. Okay, and if there is a one dot on the top, so we recognized and we will say this is ho. And if there is a no dot, okay, doesn't have any dot, so we will call this is ha. Okay, ha. Read this letter with your breath sound, ha. Okay, going to next. This letter name is dal. Dal. This letter look like a little bit curve and also easy to memorize, because this kind of shape we doesn't have any other. We have only two letters which look like this shape, like a curved shape, which we will call dal. Dal. And if we have a same shape and there is a one dot on the top, so we will call zal. 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 Okay, very simple and easy. See again, if we have a look like a one curve shape, so we will call this is dal. And same as it is, if there is a same look like a shape dal, but this time there is a one dot on the top, so we will call this is zal. Hope you understand. Going to next letter. Now this letter name is raw. Raw. Okay, round your lips and then pronounce raw. Raw. The spelling of this letter is R-A. Raw. R-A. Raw. Okay, now we have a next letter. This letter name is za. 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 Always make the difference between zal and za. Okay, when you see the more curve in the letter, so you read this letter like zal. And if you look this kind of letter, so you read that za. Again za. 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 Okay, now we are going to the next letter. Okay, so our next letter name is sin. 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 Okay, when we are pronouncing these letters, this letter and the next letters, always we pronounce like a whistle sound. Okay, sin. Sin. Okay, now if we have a same shape look like a sin, and if there is a three dots on the top, so we will call this as sheen. Okay, so here we have a one question for you, and please answer me this please answer me in the comment box, and that is, as I taught you that if there is a three dots on the top, so we will call this as tha, right? Which letter? The fourth letter of our lesson, tha. But see, in our next letter, we have also three dots on the top. So how can we make differentiate between tha and shin? So please answer me in the comment box. I am waiting for you. And now I am going to the next letter. Okay, the next letter we have, this is sod. 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 Okay, now going to the next. So here we have two letters which look like a little bit same, because there is a one difference between both letters, and that is, yes, that is a dot. That is a dot. So next letter we have, this is dod. Dod. Okay, now one thing is, here we want to explore that some people read this letter like zod. Okay, so this is the wrong way to read that letter. The correct and verify the pronunciation of this letter is dod. Dod. Okay, our next letter name is to. 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 And if we have a same letter with dot, so then we will call this zo. 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 Okay, here we have the spelling of this letter is Z A. Okay, I'm repeating Z A. Zo, zo. Okay, now our next letter name is Ain. Ain. This is also the throat letter. Okay, so read and try to pronounce this letter with your throat. Ain. Okay, push your voice in your throat. Ain. Ain. Okay, next we have Ghain. The letter look like same, and also the dot, the different is. So when you see the same look like an inverse or inverse of three number, sorry, three number, so we will call Ain. And if there is a same letter comes with dot, so we will call this is Ghain. Ghain. Okay, now go to the next, which is Fa. Again repeating that, Fa. 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 Always try to memorize the letters name with me. Okay, and what is the procedure to memorize yourself? That is, whenever you seeing this video, so when I pronounce one letter, so stop that there the video and pronounce that letter with from yourself 5 times, and then again continue the video and go to the next letter and do the same procedure again. Okay, this letter name is Fa. The in English we will write the spelling is F A. Fa. Okay, now we have a next letter, which is Off. 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 Okay, so always remember that when you see this shape and there is a two dots, so read the light hard voice Off, because we have a one more letter which the sounds are the little bit same. Okay, but there is a huge difference in the translation when you read in Quran, and if you do mistakes between Off and the next letter this, so that is and will changed. Okay, so always make the difference between these two letters. The first letter is Off and the next letter is Kaf. Off and Kaf. Okay, I hope you understand. And also the huge difference in translation I will teach you later. Okay, now always only keep in your mind that if there is a two dots, so we will read that Off, but if there is a no dot, so we will read Kaf. And also this is look like a lam, which you read next letter. See, this letter and the before letter look like little bit same, and there is a one different, and that is the icon of that letter, this shape, right? So whenever you see the same look like shape of lam, and if there is a one icon on the top of this letter, so we will call this is Kaf. And if there is none icon, so we will call this is Lam. I hope you understand. Okay, please stop the video and do practice yourself, and also send me the your voice note in the comment box. Then I will listen that letters pronunciation, and if there is any mistakes, then I will correct you, inshallah ta'ala. So I am after when I publish this video, so after that I will waiting for you for your comments and for your voice notes. Okay, and also I will leave my WhatsApp number, so you can send me the voice note on my WhatsApp also. Go to the next letter, and this letter name is Meme. Meme. The spelling of the English in M-E-E-M. Meme. Okay, now next is Noon. Noon, noon. Okay, the identification of that letter is there is a one dot in the middle of that letter, and also the shape is the unique in all the letters. Okay, now next one is wow, 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 wow. And this is also in English when we call wow. Yes, so in Arabic this is the letter name wow. Okay, now next we have ha, ha, and we have two letters, okay, which sounds look like same. The first is ha, which I told you to pronounce with your throat, with your breath voice, and the next one is ha. This letter we will pronounce with our chest voice, okay, ha. Now next is hamza, hum, hamza, hamza. Okay, now the next letter is ja, ja. The last two letters we have, both letters name are the same, okay, both letters name are ja, ja, ja. Okay, hope you understand that. So there is a two shapes of the letters in the last. We have both letters names are the same, and both are the two dots in the bottom, but only there is the shape the different. Okay, sometimes you will see the first ya in the Quran, and sometimes you will see the second ya. So these are the letters name. Hope you can remember these letters name, and if you read them perfectly, if you read that perfectly, so I'm waiting for your message in my inbox or in my WhatsApp number. Okay, please read or pronounce all the letters one by one and tell me the identifications which I told you in your voice note, and send me in my WhatsApp number or in the inbox comment box in the below of this video. Okay, so these are the letters name which we learned today, and inshallah I will post another video with the sounds of the letters, okay, because all the letters you can see or you learned in this lesson, all the letters having one sound also. So inshallah in the next video I will teach you about the sounds of the letters, so it can help you to remember the letters name, and also when you learn the sound, so it can make you very easy to read Quran. Okay, this is you recognize inshallah in your next videos when you complete your Qaida book and when you start your Quran, so you can realize that you learn the sounds, so that's why you read the Quran very easily. Okay, so thank you. Allah Hafiz.